They say before a large event, when you speak to people, the best way to get past the nerves is to picture everybody naked. So if I squeam and make a few facial, you understand where I'm at. Good afternoon, and thank you for your participation in this year's Indio State of the City Address. I'm Michael Wilson, Mayor of the City of Indio. I'm humbled today by the support I have received this year by each and every one of you. Today I'm excited to present to you some of the more exciting developments and accomplishments the City Council, staff, and the City of Indio have achieved over the last year. Our presentation is entitled Under Construction, to reflect the wide array of exciting projects and initiatives that we've worked very hard to accomplish. I'm pleased to start out this presentation with an exciting announcement. After much negotiation, the City of Indio will be the new location for the I-10 Chrysler Jeep Dodge auto dealership. This impressive 19-acre dealership will be located on the north side of Varner Road, just east of the current Volkswagen dealership at Adams and Varner Road, which provides great visibility from Interstate 10. This state-of-the-art multi-function facility will be housed in a 32,000 square foot building featuring 7,725 square feet of retail space and will employ more than 100 full-time employees. The financial impact for this is huge for the City of Indio. Auto dealerships are one of the highest sales tax generating businesses in a city, which will greatly enhance the City of Indio's general fund revenue. This exciting new addition to our city will encourage additional future private investment in the area, including further expansion of the auto mall. Chrysler chose Indio for this location due in part to our economic development programs, which were specifically designed to spur development, investment, and growth in the city. Please join me in welcoming George Velarde in the I-10 Chrysler dealership to the City of Indio. In today's presentation, I'll be touching briefly on some major topics of interest, including the city's progress and updates, financial updates, arts, culture, and festival updates, and important city initiatives, and also a look to the future. Over the last few years, the City Council and staff have actively worked together to find a way of building consensus and creating a team. We have worked together to review important policy issues before City Council meetings in study sessions so we can hammer out details and discuss the issues completely. The end result is that City Council meetings run smoothly and effectively communicate to the public the important aspects of all initiatives and where the City Council and the staff stands on all important issues. We meet as a group every 6 months to do a strategic visioning session and establish goals and strategies to accomplish these. I'm pleased to report that since we started this process, we have reached more than 250 of our important objectives so far. We actively encourage council members and staff to participate in state, county, and local level of commissions, committees, and projects, which not only provides important networking opportunities for the city, but also enables us to study important upcoming issues and do our homework in advance of these projects being presented to the council. In my 17 years serving on the Indio City Council, I can say without a doubt, this is the hardest working council that I've had the pleasure to be affiliated with. I'd like to once again introduce Mayor Pro Tem Sam Torres. Please stand. Stay standing. City Council members Elaine Holmes, Glenn Miller, and Lupe Ramos Watson. And as you have, please join me in thanking them for all their hard work. Thank you. I would also like all city staff here to stand. And when you see them, thank them for their hard work as well. Over the last few years, we have worked hard to create development-friendly policies that make Indio business-friendly, making it easier for residential and commercial projects to locate in Indio and begin construction. These policies include deferral of development impact fees until the certification of occupancy, revenue sharing, and permit streamlining. As a result, residential construction is on the rise with an unprecedented level of more than 900 new homes under construction right now. In the last year alone, the number of permits issued increased by 31%, resulting in a 76% increase in permit revenue this year. In fact, the City of Indio had an increase of 105% in single-family residential permits issued in 2014 to date, which makes us the fourth highest single-family resident permit issuer in 6 Southern California counties of Los Angeles, Orange, Riverside, Imperial, San Bernardino, and Ventura. I'm excited that of all these many cities in these counties, Indio is fourth in new residential permits following the City of Los Angeles, City of San Diego, and the City of Irvine. This is an extremely impressive statistic. We've located with the big dogs. Our programs also resulted in nearly 300,000 square feet of new commercial construction, including restaurant expansions, auto dealerships, improvements and expansions, hotel construction, and a host of many more commercial developments. In fact, the Indio Chamber of Commerce has held nearly 30 ribbon-cutting ceremonies this year and is planning at least 5 more. That is a ribbon-cutting ceremony every 10 and a half days. Many more businesses have opened this last year as well that didn't request a ribbon cutting or an opening celebration. So you can see why we're excited. I'm also pleased that the major retailer Walmart selected Indio as the location for the new Super Walmart, pictured behind me, which opened this last Wednesday and will add between $250,000 to $300,000 in new tax-generated revenue and provides 350 new jobs for the community. This time I'd like to recognize Mr. Murphy, the store manager, and also my mother's boss. Please stand. Our policies also pave the way for a new Applebee's restaurant, which you see going up today, to open near the Larson Justice Center, a new Shakey's Pizza restaurant in the Old Castle on Highway 111, and a new Holiday Inn Express in Indio. Our policies also encourage professional offices to be constructed, vastly increasing the vitality of the downtown city center. We are currently working on a new downtown specific plan, an updated general plan, and we have seen new civic facilities, an expansion of College of the Desert campus, and new sewer, water, and other infrastructure upgrades, all designed to accommodate the increasing density growth. The end result of this is more than 1,000 new jobs created, with much more on the horizon, including the 100 full-time employees from the new auto dealership that I mentioned before, and 400 full-time, good-paying jobs with the county facility expansion in Old Town Indio. I'm pleased to inform you that the City of Indio also received several significant financial grants, including more than $26 million in various grants for major public works, including Highway 111 pedestrian and street improvements, Jefferson Street sidewalk improvements, Jefferson Street interchange, North Indio pavement improvements, and the Jackson Street signal synchronization improvement. A $5 million grant from the California Department of Public Health to connect some failing water systems to the IWA water system. A $1 million grant through the State Department of Housing and Community Development that will cover design and construction costs for the expansion and construction of city parks. A sustainability program planning grant from the Southern California Association of Governments for $175,000, which will offset the costs of the city's general plan update and will enable us to include a sustainability policy, a mobility policy, and a healthy community portion to our general plan. The City of Indio also has received several significant awards this last year, including a Certification of Achievement of Excellence in Financial Reporting by the Government Finance Officers Association of the United States and Canada. The American Planning Association recognized the City of Indio for neighborhood participation resulting in rehabilitation of streets and sidewalks, planting of trees, and abatement of vandalism and graffiti. 2 Indio Police Department school resource officers were selected by the Riverside County Juvenile Justice and Delinquency Prevention Commission to receive the 2014 Community Delinquency Prevention Award. The nationally based Bureau of Justice recognized Indio's contributions to evidence-based policing in law enforcement through the Smart Policing Initiative. We also developed a capital improvement plan that helps us provide the important planning needed for Highway 111, Jackson Street, Monroe Street, Avenue 42 water reclamation, landscaping and traffic signal improvements, widening of city streets and rehabilitating pavement, and many more traffic improvement projects. I'm delighted to report that due to our consistent and conservative economic policies, the City of Indio has achieved a new level of financial stability. As you may recall, when the economic downturn began affecting this country, Indio was not spared, and we had some very difficult days, especially in 2009 and 2010. Since 2010, through a calculated program, we have gone from being nearly $4 million in the red to nearly $10 million in the black. We currently have a healthy and robust budget reserve of more than $5 million and a council commitment to grow that to 15% of the general fund budget as a priority. In addition to shoring up city finances, we have also recently helped Indio residents facing difficult times. We were able to return between $152 to $215 on the average to over 2,300 Indio residents, meaning we were able to provide more than $8.2 million directly back to city residents through refinancing community facility districts in several of our newer communities. In the last year, the City of Indio achieved 2 significant bond rating increases. This is critical to the future economic success of the city and provides the needed confidence that this municipality is on sound financial footing. Fitch Ratings of San Francisco recently upgraded 2 important bond ratings that directly reflects on our financial stability. I'm pleased to report that the $24.5 million lease revenue refunding bond was upgraded to BBB plus from BBB, and the implied general bond rating was upgraded to A from A minus. They also upgraded our overall rating outlook to positive from a rating of stable. They noted that these upgrades were a result of the City of Indio's financial turnaround that resulted in the restoration of adequate unrestricted reserves, our improved liquidity, and our balanced budget. This is the third consecutive year of projected positive operating performance. They also commented that these bond upgrades were a result of our prudent financial policies and practices, our stable debt levels, and that for the second consecutive year we achieved solid gains in assessed valuations driven by continued development, the rapid growth of the city, and our impressive housing market. The city was also recently awarded a $2.6 million grant by the California Transportation Commission for much-needed area transportation improvement projects in the vicinity of Andrew Jackson School. The Coachella Valley Music Festival and the following Stagecoach Festival has provided the City of Indio with an unprecedented international exposure. Last year, more than 190,000 attendees flocked to Coachella Fest over 2 weekends, with an additional 65,000 attending the 3-day Stagecoach Festival. These festivals achieved a significant number of worldwide media impressions and exposure. We have recently entered into an important expansion phase of these festivals with their producer, Golden Voice. I am also pleased to say that one of the city's great moments in the last few years was a new 17-year agreement for these festivals to continue in Indio. Yep. This agreement provides up to 5 Golden Voice festivals a year and provides other benefits to area residents, including 3,000 tickets earmarked for area residents and a wildly popular 4-day medical clinic. Held in partnership with Flying Doctors and the California Association of Oral and Maxillofacial Surgeons, the clinic offered a range of free health care to more than 400 residents, including blood pressure, diabetes and HIV tests, as well as dental services, appointments with ophthalmologists, and on-site prescriptions for glasses with same-day pickup. But Indio's emphasis on festivals is much more than just these 2 festivals. We now feature festivals at various Indio locations for nearly 10 months out of the year, including the Tamale Festival, the County Fair and Date Festival, a National Kennel Club show, the new Rhythm, Wine, and Brews concert, a wildly popular field hockey festival, and much, much more. The Coachella Valley Art Center continues to provide a range of services to art students and further increases the vibrancy in our old town. The popular Indio Performing Arts Center continues to promote awareness and education in the performing arts through its programming of concerts, comedy shows, and live theatrical productions. All of these events have a direct economic impact on the city and enabled us to attract the new Holiday Inn Express that I mentioned earlier, which will service the flow of all festival attendees. In addition to the festivals, the City of Indio has strongly pursued a vibrant art in public places program. One of the core public policies of the city is to provide a wide array of art projects throughout the city. We have placed a priority on helping artists create impressive entry monuments, which will be located at various entry points of the city. In addition, the Chalk Art Festival, the Miles Square Bridge Project, the Art in the Square, and our citywide mural program demonstrates that the City of Indio is committed to enhancing the art and cultural aspects for all residents and visitors. Most importantly, we have recently begun work on some important initiatives that will greatly affect the city and its water consumption. I'm very pleased to inform you that the city of Indio is one of only 2 cities in the Coachella Valley that came in under its stated water use. This was achieved through a consistent and targeted community outreach program with city residents and commercial establishments, teaching them about the importance of water, conservation, and ways to achieve this. We recently created a program that enables 3 of our 9 golf courses to use canal water. We have also established a rebate program that reimburses residents and business owners by encouraging them to replace grass with drought-tolerant desert landscaping and to replace inefficient irrigation systems. The Indio Water Authority Board also recently directed its staff to expand programs in water conservation education to Indio's residents to further save our water. Over the last year, we held 4 important town hall meetings as our way of proactively reaching out to the community. Staff and elected officials met with community members on a listening tour that not only informed the community on what we were doing, but also enabled us to get valuable feedback. As a result of these meetings, we received not only accolades for Indio's current success and renaissance, but also concerns were addressed at these meetings and then brought back to City Hall, where this input was carefully reviewed and incorporated into new policies. Our goal was to create a transparent method of communication, and I'm very confident that we have done so. This year, in association with the Chamber of Commerce, we held the first Discover Indio block party. Hundreds of residents came out for what will be an annual event to experience live music, art, food, and to look at our latest mural projects. One of the most important initiatives facing Indio right now is Measure O. This will provide needed funds to increase public safety measures through an increase in hotel and lodging taxes. It is important to point out that this is a tax not on residents, but on the increasing amount of visitors who stay in our hotels. I'd like to touch base at this time with some extremely important updates that will be occurring in the next 12 to 24 months for the City of Indio. One of the biggest projects that the city will be involved with in the coming months is the East County Detention Center. This expansion is slated to be finished in 2017 and will greatly increase the number of professional jobs in Indio, including positions such as judges, attorneys, and police officers. This capital investment in our infrastructure will add approximately 400 new permanent jobs, creates construction jobs, and provides payroll to support local business that provide food and other services in Indio. The expansion of the College of the Desert facility has had a significant positive impact on the city's Old Town, where more than 3,000 students daily impact the area, which supports local business and greatly increases the ability for the college to better serve East Valley residents. The COD campus currently occupies more than 40,000 square feet of classroom, laboratory, multi-use, and administrative space in Old Town Indio. An additional 10,000 square feet of ground floor retail commercial space means opportunity for local business potential and directly benefits Old Town Indio. This facility has only been open since February 2014, and COD has indicated that it is already looking at doing further expansion to meet their growing needs. The Jefferson Street Interchange Project, a long overdue interchange expansion, will start in January and expected to be under construction for approximately 18 months. It is funded by a combination of more than $85 million in state and county funds. The City of Indio's share of the project cost will only be $4.5 million. The County of Riverside will oversee the construction of the interchange, and the interchange will be constructed in 4 phases over a 2-year period. It will remain open to traffic during construction. When it is finished, this new interchange will feature 6 lanes and directly connect both sides of Jefferson Street, which will ease congestion and make it safer to reach the high school and middle school in North Indio. The highly anticipated Northgate Crossing project, an 80-acre mixed-use walkable community development utilizing smart growth concepts, will add new restaurants, single-family residences, and other commercial establishments to this area. 40% of Northgate's land is already committed under contract for development over the next year. The Chandi Group USA is planning a 120-room hotel at Northgate and envisions the commercial tenant mix to include small and medium retail shops, a grocery store, casual dining and quick service restaurants, a daycare center, a fitness and health center, a nationally recognized Indio's first full-service hotel with a conference center and the Joint Replacement Hospital, a new surgical center with medical offices that will become an important new medical facility in the Coachella Valley. This development also will feature a mix of styles of multi and single-family housing units with interconnected landscape, walkway promenades that will instill a sense of community and enjoyment for local residents, visitors, workers, and shoppers. Phase 1 of the Northgate project included the Arco AMPM and Express Car Wash, which opened last fall. That Arco AMPM, as Mr. Chandi tells me, sells the most gas in Southern California. The Chandi Group is in the top 10 of Riverside County sales tax generators and has more than 500 employees across the Coachella Valley. These are the commercial properties that are already approved for this area: Hooters, Sonic, the Joint Replacement Hospital, the 244-unit apartment complex, and the fitness center. This time I'd like to recognize Nakchatter Chandi, our savior to Indio. And his lovely wife, Rosanna. As I mentioned at the beginning of this presentation, after many years, the City of Indio will see not only a new auto dealership in the city limits, but also a permanent RV dealership. Both of these establishments will provide an important revenue stream for the city and increase the number of people coming to the area. The City of Indio is also on track to build a new centrally located sports complex. This 40-acre parcel will be a regional sports complex that will feature a host of sporting facilities. In addition, our deepening relationship with the Coachella Valley Music Festival producer, Golden Voice, could result in a new entertainment venue in Old Town Indio. In addition, we have greatly expanded our public safety master plan, which identifies future needs based on projected city growth. This working document projects how the city will need to plan for an increase in the number of police and firefighters and prepare for a new fire station and a new police administrative center that's long overdue as the city continues to expand. We recently opened a new Office of Community Safety as part of our community-oriented policing program, which encourages an increase of community-based policing programs, encourages community involvement, and anonymous crime reporting. We recently developed a smart policing initiative using existing data to better predict crime scenarios, for example, identifying juvenile delinquency and addressing it before they lead to more serious crimes. And while this last year there was a slight increase in violent crime, every other category and crime statistic, Indio has gone down. Don't let others fool you. Indio is one of the safest cities in the Coachella Valley. Next year will be the 85th anniversary for the city of Indio. There will be community-wide events spearheaded by the Chamber of Commerce and a concentrated media campaign to highlight the accomplishments of the city of the last 8 decades. A new event called the East Valley Restaurant Week is coming up October 23rd through November 1st. This event introduces the dining establishments of Indio and other East Valley cities to the entire Coachella Valley. Finally, I want to share with you what I think is the most compelling information of all projections on the increase of our population. The State of California Department of Finance has identified the city of Indio as the 5th fastest growing community in California. A leading financial advisory website recently ranked Indio among the top 20 best cities for young families in California. By 2025, we are projected to serve a regional trade area population base of more than 298,000 residents, a growth of 37% over the next decade. Our trade, retail, and leisure spending exceeded $1.78 billion in 2013 and is projected to grow to $3.3 billion by 2025. Clearly, Indio is expanding at an impressive rate. I wanted to end this presentation with a quick overview of the CV Link project. This is a very exciting project because for the first time, there will be a continuous pedestrian, bicycle, and electric vehicle connection between all 9 Coachella Valley cities, directly linking Indio to every other city in the valley. I'd like to publicly recognize the person with the vision for this project, Supervisor John Benoit. Also Tom Kirk, CVAG, and everybody on the Energy and Environment and Transportation Committees. I'm sure you will agree that with all this development, the City of Indio has achieved a remarkable transformation over the last few years. And with all the construction, redevelopment, and improvement scheduled in the coming months and years, I am proud to say that the City of Indio is entering an unprecedented period of growth and expansion. I am proud to report to you this afternoon that the state of the City of Indio is very good. It has been a pleasure to share with you today why the City Council and City staff are excited about our progress, our renaissance, and a return to being the hub of the Valley. It is Indio's time, and we plan to take full advantage of it to create a city that all will call home. With that, I'd like to open the floor for a few questions or comments that you may have. Please stand. Thank you, Linda. Questions, comments? Sure.
Just make a comment. I live in Indio, Sun City. We also have a small little business out there on Jackson Street. And with the Charlie Group, we started, our endeavors here in this city when things were down.
Yep.
And after this presentation, Charlie Group, we feel so proud of this city that we stepped into, and we added a small little mite at that time, has turned to what it is right now. We're proud that we live in Indio. We're proud that we do business in Indio. We're proud of, I was telling the city manager, the staff, an outstanding staff, always supporting growth in the city, and that makes a lot of difference. There are people behind who always keep helping us. And thank you. We are proud. We are in.
Thank you so much. We appreciate that. I want to share a quick story with you. I had the pleasure of sitting with Mr. Chandi the other night and talking about his background, where he came from, some history in his life, and it's truly the American dream. Mr. Chandi came to the good old USA. His first business in the Coachella Valley was Black Gold Gasoline in the city of Coachella, and he lived in that gas station without heat, without air conditioning, in the back on a cot, and that's how he started his opportunity here in the USA and in the Coachella Valley. Since then, he's grown to a remarkable and incredible business, and we are so proud to have you in the city of Indio and call this home for you. Thank you. Anything else like to say? Any other questions? If not, thank you so much for attending today. I am extremely humbled with your support and being here today to listen to the things that we're excited about in the city of Indio and what's upcoming in our near-term future. Thank you so much, and have a great afternoon.